It's time to do some more work on this thing here, this server. Called it a server. I'm going to select everything here. New collection. I'm going to call this a server. And I want to see if I got it all. I don't know what I'm missing. What's that? That's something there? No. Okay, I'm going to select that. Slash key. I'm going to work on that. And, yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here. Put an edge loop, and I want it straight, so I'm going to SZ0. Press 2 for edge selection. I'm going to do something here. And roll my mouse up. So I want, maybe I'll do it this way. Let's see if I do this. Who knows, maybe I'll have 4 then. So to grab these face ones. I'm going to press I inset and hold shift. They come in like that and extrude in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these for the time being. I'm just thinking about this and use this one. Let's take that and select that, and let's actually P and break it out. Pull it out here, and then let's get rid of these edge loops. And I want another section here. Let's see. This. How about if I inset that? And let's extrude back. Let's break that out. This one, roll my mouse up a bunch of times like that. A little bit like this, so I get squares. I'm going to take off all the modifiers for now. And that one, I'm going to put on a wireframe. Let's lower the thickness. I'm not actually sure I want it like that. Let's take that back. Let's go back in. Let's press Control E, no, Control F, poke faces, and then Control F again. And let's do tries to quads. And then let's try wireframe. I think I prefer like that. Take this for the moment. Push it back in. Okay. Switch that to angle and let's try arc. Okay. Now it's nicer. Okay. And now that I think about it, let's come in here. Let's say wireframe 1. Might want, let's actually look, might throw an edge dip in here and sharpen this up. So a little space here, space here. Select that, Shift D, pull it out, scale it down, make buttons, delete that back face, maybe scale it down like this, Control L, look from the front and just sort of place a few of these. I'm going to do a handle here. Select both of those and Control L and Shift D. Just leave it like that for the moment, and we'll come back to this. I could actually use this piece. Here's what I'm thinking. Shift D. I'm going to break this one out. Pull that down. I don't know if this is the best way of doing this, but split it. I think it needs to be narrower. Let's bring it out and then select these faces here and extrude them out, but we'll delete those faces. Rotate Z 180. It's not the greatest. Thing like that. Maybe what I'll do is these and adjust the bevel modifier if I need to do like that. Do I want to do all this stuff here? Maybe I do. I could have done this a much simpler way with curves. Probably would look nicer. But actually, before I do that, I think I'd probably better grab these inner ones and just do this. How many have I got? One. Let's select all these edges here and bevel that. Oh geez, I don't even have these yet. Okay. Hope I'm not missing anything. Sometimes I can't see it. I don't know how nice that is, but you know, from a distance, I don't know. You know, that's what I was thinking of. Maybe all right, kind of boxy, but so select all these and Control L from the front and just the center of a bit more. Bolts on this if I want. Maybe I would put an emission in behind there. And so what I would do now is I would take all of this stuff. I guess I got everything. And just copy it down. Something like that. Okay, next. Down here. First of all, let's come in here. We could get rid of those faces. I'm going to bring an edge loop down near the bottom, and another one here, like that. And face selection, I'm going to select those, and I'm going to add inset, pull it in, and then I'm going to, in edge selection, select those and pull them in like that. Let me do that. See if I get a better result. I think I'll like that a little bit better. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select like maybe that edge and bring my 3D cursor there, and I'm going to bring in a plane. This. Okay. Can extend it to back a little bit. Now what I need to do is I need to pull this forward like that. Just put it there for now. The approximate thickness that I want. And here's what I'm thinking for this thing. Edge loop sort of above this notch. And maybe there and above these. And then below these, just marking out my areas first. And then I was thinking, okay, let's bring another edge loop in close. In close. In close. And in close. We'll just see how this part goes. Grab these faces and pull them in like this. How far do I need to go? Okay, that's obviously not too far sticking out, I think, for my liking. Pull those back a little bit. I'm sure I like this one. Let's go ahead and put the bevel on this. I'll go for 3. 0.01. Let's leave it like that for now. Let's take this and let's find, that's pretty center, I guess. My 3D cursor there. Let's mirror that across the Y, but set the origin of 3D cursor and put that there. Okay, so let me think about this. Maybe what I'll do is adjust the position of this one. Let's try that out. Okay, I think what I want to do is take all of these. Let's just take this one first. And they don't have to be the exact same curvature. Just loosen that a bit. A bit more like that. Okay, on here I'm going to put the weighted normal. And all smooth. And I might not on the bevel. Oh, I do have angle on that. Let's see. I might actually be tightening this up. Let's try this. Actually, if I do that and I don't do that, look at that. Do I like this? I can't tell sometimes. But what I was thinking was, let's save that anyhow. I was thinking something like, oh, I know one thing I'm missing. That's, I'm going to bevel these. So I'm going to shift alt and click these edges going around. Just wherever there's a sharp part. Just alts. Control B. Throw in a few edge loops. Okay, just a little bit rounder, but kind of sharp still. So I end up losing that bit of a panel, but that's okay. So those are there. And I had this thought, see if I bring this back. How high is it? Thinking of a monitor. Let's take this though and drop it into the jail cell. Didn't work. Into here to propagate that along. I'll copy it to there. Before I go further, I've got some alternatives for doing this monitor thing. One of the things I was thinking of was this. Okay. Have it on a bar of some sort. Bear with me while I think about this. Scale shift Y. I'm not sure yet. It's just, I don't know if I want it square or what. Just for the moment, just pretend this is the monitor. I'll just do that. And then there's, let's hide that actually. Take this, Shift D, P. I haven't solved this yet, figured out what I'm going to do. Come on, that's why. I'm not saying that it would be like this for sure. But some kind of attachment that I would design better than this. Yeah, just do that for now. Yeah, this is just a template. You know, with some articulating thing that could rotate, and I could do that in a bit, and then I could we do all this stuff. We'll fix that up. I might be able to use some of this as I do that. Quickly do this. Individual origins. So make sure I'm in median point. I kind of, yeah, leave that. At any rate, so that this thing could rotate, maybe even slide back and forth. That's the general. No, that's what I was thinking of anyhow. This thing could have a built-in keyboard. I could have this over to the side and have a keyboard sticking out on another one, or I could have the keyboard off to the side. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that part yet, but I'll just round this to make it look a little nicer. But I'll come back to that once I have a design for this bar and for this articulating arm here, not to mention the actual monitor as well. Because I wouldn't stick with this, I don't think. I just wanted to show you, and I could see now that I have to make some adjustments with respect to the floor. So let's see what I've got. This, let's see. Maybe I could take these, throw them in server. So if I select all of the server, How do I feel about bringing the whole thing up? This looks like an awfully small monitor at this point, so it could be bigger, it could overlap this, and that's fine, or maybe it doesn't matter. So let's make sure, first of all, everything's like that, okay. And let's just throw on the shadow. And I'll come over and I'll just use a matte cap that I can see my curvatures and stuff a little bit better. There's so much that I could keep doing with pipes and wires and stuff, and I probably will do some more on those things. Yeah, I hadn't thought this design through yet. I also had thought about a bar coming out on the side there, a bar coming out on the side there, and the arms coming out and holding the monitor in the middle, and you could slide the monitor up and down here. Just another idea, or perhaps this doesn't have to be tilted so much, and then maybe I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, so it's still a cool idea. And what I probably would do is, depending on how much work I want to do this in Substance Painter, I might do like little, indentations and stuff. I don't want to model. Let's see, like some of this stuff you would never think of modeling, but I do. So I could, on these areas here, and then you could have text and stuff. But I could leave it at that for the moment. If you just quickly look at the statistics, there's nothing, at least for the type of modeling I do. It's not for a game or anything. So I got a lot of stuff to add to this. All this stuff in the cell, and just really fix up the server stuff. And then I want a camera somewhere. And then, of course, I'm going to go do some work on the floor and the ceiling, and I wanted in the ceiling those turret things. Maybe that's where the camera is, and the gun or whatever. And then come back to this and decide if I'm satisfied with that. And then probably I would put some little bolts on this too. Again, you would never model that. You'd put that in Substance Painter or whatever. And then, I doubt I would leave this open, so probably in behind here, maybe I'd have a plane, maybe even just one plane, with an emission on it, like a nice green glow or blue glow or something. That's what I'm thinking anyhow. Same thing for in these little spots, I might have glow. I'm not sure. I was initially thinking of doing that in these as well, and I don't know if I care if it goes into the ceiling. Probably I do. So I would probably lower that. So that's good enough for now, though. We'll come back and hopefully I'll have some ideas as to what's coming next.